Google Marketing Live 2025 just happened, and it was packed with new Google Ads features, product demos, AI hype, and big promises from Google. There were a lot of announcements and new and exciting things coming to Google Ads, and with all of that, it can be hard to know which things you actually need to pay attention to if you're a small business just looking to boost your profits from Google Ads. So in this video, I'm cutting through the noise and bringing you just the 5 most important updates to know if you want to scale your Google Ads this year. If you're new here, hi, my name is Daryl, and I've been running a Google Ads agency for over 10 years now. On this channel, I share the latest growth strategies from the trenches of Google Ads every week. Alright, so if you want to stay ahead of the curve, win with AI, and keep your campaigns profitable in 2025 and beyond, this is the video to watch. Let's dive straight in. Let's kick off with the most underrated update from the whole keynote. It wasn't even part of a headline announcement, they just sort of mentioned it in passing. But to me, this is a huge deal. Soon, inside Google Merchant Center, you'll be able to optimize your product titles using AI with just one click. But here's the part I really love. You'll also be able to run A/B split tests on those titles directly in Merchant Center. So you're not just blindly trusting Google's AI to write better titles, you can actually run scientific tests to prove it. Here's a peek at how the new feature actually looks.
It's suggesting ways to improve the product titles, super helpful. And let's test them out using the new A/B experiments feature in Merchant Center. And look, we have a winner.
I've been saying for years now how important your product titles are in shopping and Performance Max, and now Google is finally giving us the tools to systematically improve titles and test them all within the platform. This update's a game changer for feed optimization, so do not sleep on it. Now let's talk about the big, flashy headline update, AI Max for search campaigns. AI Max for search is Google's new way of automating the heck out of your search campaign. It's a one-click kind of thing, meaning you take your existing search campaign and you do one click that turns it into an AI Max for search campaign. What happens next is AI Max will now target beyond the keywords you specified. It will go broader than that, and it will dynamically customize your ad copy to make it more relevant to the thing that was actually searched. And it may also choose a different landing page to send users to if it thinks the different landing page will perform better. So basically, AI Max is a button that turns your existing search campaign into a sort of dynamic search ads campaign with URL expansion turned on as well. And that's the way I see it. Here's the demonstration from Google showing how this can look in the real world.
Imagine you're Volvo and someone searches electric SUV for a large family. Now, Volvo didn't target that specific phrase, but look, there's Volvo's ad right at the top with an improved headline customized for that exact search generated in real time. How? Because AI Max understands the intent, not just the words. It learns from everything Volvo already has, their site, their creatives, and that headline is perfectly tailored to electric vehicle and 7 seats. I think that's pretty sweet, so let's get that test drive booked.
Google tells us they will be providing full reporting for AI Max where you can see the exact search terms it advertised on, plus you can see the landing page it used and the headline that was generated for it. So thankfully, this thing isn't going to be a total black box, and we are going to see some insight into what the campaign has been doing to get us our clicks. This campaign type is Google's boldest step yet towards a keywordless future. And yeah, I know what some of you are thinking. Oh no, more automation. Google's trying to waste our budgets on nonsense traffic. But actually, I think there's a different way to look at this. Let's try it out and let the data decide. People used to hate automated bidding back in the day when it first came out, but today you'd be mad not to use it. It consistently outperforms manual bidding. I think AI Max might follow a similar path. Sure, it might underperform while it's in learning mode at the beginning, but once the algorithm's trained on your business, it could become a powerful and scalable way to run search. The biggest challenge will be in letting go of that full control and trusting the algorithm a bit more. But based on what we've seen with smart bidding, I'm not going to rule out the idea that this could actually be good for performance. Again, I think the thing to do here will be to test and let the data decide, and I think if you can stomach a bit of short-term volatility, this campaign type might pay off. Alright, now here's one I'm genuinely excited about, and that's saying something. Smart Bidding Exploration is a brand new setting that lets you tell the algorithm to explore more without changing your target ROAS or CPA. Instead, what you do is use a slider that tells the bidding algorithm to explore more or explore less, and to have some leeway on the target ROAS or target CPA. So what you're doing here is basically giving the algorithm some room to miss its target by a little bit, but in exchange it will be able to explore a bit more and find new searches to target that it was not able to target before. I do like the sound of this. It gives us a way to pilot the bidding algorithm in the right direction without needing to change the actual ROAS or CPA target. This is great because typically we do not want to be changing the ROAS or CPA target all the time, as it leads to lower performance when you're sitting in learning mode all the time. But at the same time, sometimes we do need to nudge the algorithm in the direction of growth and exploration. This new feature is how we can do that without changing targets and going to learning mode again. It's quite a common scenario where if you have a lower conversion volume campaign or account, when you use target ROAS or target CPA, your campaign might get stuck. It might be unable to spend more, and it might even kill your volume. Previously, we used to have to change the target, dropping or removing the ROAS target or increasing or removing the CPA target. This is quite a drastic measure that can make the campaign unstable. I think smart bidding exploration neatly addresses this situation, and I can imagine we might end up using it a lot with our clients. Let's talk about AI mode and AI overviews, because this is where your ads are increasingly going to show up. AI overviews already reaches more than 1.5 billion users per month, and that's absolutely crazy. And Google shared some data that shows people who use AI overviews search more, click more, and those clicks tend to be higher quality and stay on site for longer. That's why I think Google should absolutely not be underestimated in the AI race, by the way. They've got search, they've got YouTube, they've got Maps, Android, Gmail, Chrome, the list goes on. And now they're putting ads directly into AI Overview and the new AI mode. And these aren't just text ads either. From what they showed, your shopping ads can appear right inside these AI experiences, likely powered by your product feed. That means if your feed is solid, you've got a real edge. This is where e-commerce ads are headed, and it's happening faster than people think. I'm guessing you're probably already aware of AI Overviews, which is the AI answers area that Google has been showing at the top of search results sometimes. But what may be new to you is Google's new AI mode, which is rolling out this year. AI mode will be a new mode in Google search that works a bit more like a chatbot. You'll be able to have some back and forth conversation with the AI, and it will remember the context of the chat. And what's especially interesting to me is that it seems it will have a tendency to want to show shopping ads. Makes sense, seeing as that's Google's main revenue driver. Now here's a look at how AI mode with shopping ads inside actually looks.
So I typed in the query about needing a rug for a grey couch, and as you can see here, search dynamically generates a browsable mosaic of images and products to drive discovery. People can dive deeper with search and ask follow-up questions and get new options for each turn.
Looks pretty cool to me, and I look forward to having our shopping ads showing more often to more people inside of Google's AI mode. Finally, let's cover the updates to demand gen and YouTube ads, because these formats are starting to make serious moves for e-commerce and direct response advertisers. Google said they made over 60 improvements to demand gen in the past year and claimed a 26% lift in conversions per dollar spent. Now normally I'd take these numbers with a pinch of salt, but I've personally seen better performance from YouTube and demand gen campaigns over the past year for our clients at Bigflare. They announced a lot of updates for demand gen and YouTube ads, but here are the main ones that I think are worth knowing. There's a new customer acquisition goal coming to demand gen. Finally, we'll be able to optimize for new customers specifically. YouTube ads are getting more prospecting controls. With a single click in campaign settings, you can exclude people who have been to your site, but what's cool is that you can also exclude people who have searched your brand or watched any of your videos, all with one click. With this setting, you can now turn YouTube ads into a proper prospecting campaign. Demand gen and YouTube ads now support straight to checkout links. I've covered this before on my channel, and it's great for high intent users whom you will be able to send straight to your checkout for a friction-free shopping experience. And lastly, the Creator Partnerships Hub will appear in Google Ads, and it will be where you can find new YouTube influencers to work with. You'll be able to see their rates and reach out to them, and you can find any videos they did about you to boost as ads. Bottom line, YouTube and demand gen are finally starting to deliver for direct response advertisers. I'm optimistic about scaling these further this year. To wrap up, let me zoom out for a second and give you my big picture take. People love to dunk on Google in the AI race. They say Google's been slow to the game and out-innovated by companies like OpenAI. And that may be true, other companies have indeed made some flashy updates and headlines. But when it comes to distribution, to total reach, Google is still undisputed king. 8.5 billion searches per day, YouTube, Maps, Gmail, Android, they've got infrastructure that touches every part of the digital world. And now they're plugging powerful AI into all of it, with Gemini models running across 15 Google products, 7 of which have more than 2 billion users. AI overviews, AI mode, AI Max, smart bidding exploration, YouTube enhancements, it's all happening. And the takeaway for you? Don't fall behind, stay educated, work with the machine, not against it. Now, if you like this video, you might like this one up here, where I cover my latest strategies for boosting your Google Ads return on ad spend. Check it out if you want some more profit-generating strategies to boost your Google Ads today.